Welcome back to another video on the channel covering the Master Duel Challenger Cup competition. We had a tournament under a week, which is pretty unusual. It was a 128-player Challenger Cup by Mr. Joshua Schmidt, fellow streamer man. So let's see how the top 8 went down, and then top 4, and then the finals. If you are into the Master Duel Challenger Cup content, please let me know in the comments, leave a like to this video, and subscribe to the channel, very importantly as well. A bunch of you guys did comment on the last video, so I was very happy for that. So we are continuing trying to cover every single Challenger Cup. Into the action we go. Table is set, another tournament. Let's see whether the dominance of Tenpai continues or whether we see something else going strong today. And immediately we see Anestis deciding to go second, revealing that we have another Tenpai here for top 8. And then on the other hand, we have TT9911 being another Fire King player. Fire King and Tenpai definitely very, very popular decks still at the moment. Let's see how this match unfolds. Draw phase, Perulia. Okay, that one will be chained again, though. They do not chain the second Cult by the Grave, though. Interesting. Let's look for some reasoning on that. Why would we not chain the second Cult by on the second Perulia? I'm a little bit confused. When we wanted to negate the first one, why do we not want to negate the second one? Let's see. Standby main. Normal Poplar, they get a draw for it. We search original. Is that possibly the only draw we have to give them? If we play the Fire King line, we definitely want to go for Garunix effect and hand as well. So let's see how this unfolds. Original, that summons from the deck. No Perulia draw. Oak brings back the Poplar. Nice, nice. Flamberge from the deck. Island. Island destroys Poplar. Here comes Garunix. If we want to bring out Garunix, that's another draw to Anestis. And they do pick up a draw on Lockbird. Destroy Okanix. Okanix brings out the other Garunix, rank 8, Zombie Vampire. Oops, what are we seeing? Opponent reveals Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, DD Crow, and Fadra. Fadra in the graveyard could be huge. And we get ourselves a copy of Black Witch, which is equally huge, to be honest, because we get to set Wanted just for free. IP Masquerena, Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames. Flamberge can now, of course, bring back 2 level 1 monsters again, and we also bring back the Olcanix. Olcanix has not used its effect yet, so we're searching Kirin here by destroying another fire. Linkoribo comes back. We get to add back to our hand the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring as well. Oh, did we mill that? That's massive. I think we milled that off of the Zombie Vampire, so that's a beautiful add back for the Sunlight Wolf there. That's really, really nice. Draw Fuvalas of the Heat Soul and set the second Cult by the Grave. Okay. Normal Pydra. We Ash the Pydra. Ooh. TT. Why are we ashing Pydra? I'm a little bit confused on that. That's very, very, very uncommon to ash Pydra. Usually against Tenpai, what you see is that they're either ashing Genroku on the field, or they ash the Kaiman, because Kaiman is so important to ash. So very confused on them ashing the Hydra here instead. Okay. We go Kirin, Garunix. There comes Droplet. Negating the Garunix now. Battle phase. There's the Kaiman. We can go Maxi. And we do chain the Wanted as well for the Black Witch. But still, Chandra comes out. Draw Olcanix. Okay, we can try to go after the Chandra of the Princess, but we chain to Synchro Summon to Bident. Another draw for TT. Princess back to the field. Biden brings back Fadra, but there is Called by the Grave. Okay, in that combination, maybe it all makes sense. Maybe with that lineup of interactions, it does make sense, and it did, in the end, win TT the game. 1-0 for them. But of course, that is absolutely not it. Diving into the second game here of Top Cut, Anestis is going first. Therefore, Anestis has changed his deck. And as you can see, we're seeing another classic Fire King mirror match. Anestis did not like his Tenpai experience there, so they are just going first with additional fodder. Remember, in Challenger Cups, you can change your deck after every round. So you can also, when you know that you're going first, and Anestis knew that he could decide to do so, brought in double anti-spell fragrance. And that hand going second for TT, crazy though. Valor, Ash, Maxi, engine pieces. Definitely not too bad. Island gets ashed. Go away. Set the 2 anti-spells and pass. That's not the greatest turn I've ever seen. Anti-spell. We chain the Wanted, still get that off, which is nice. Which now, of course, less good though, because the card we set with it is not going to be Able to activate Ash on the Olcanix, chain Kirin. We cannot dodge the Ash Blossom. We could dodge an Imperm, but the Ash Blossom, of course, is still going to negate the Olcanix. But Kirin to the field and Olcanix activated in the graveyard now, giving us another level 8 monster. Going for Zombie Vampire once more. Zombie Vampire effect. Let's see, what do we get here? We bring back our own Olcanix. Besides that, nothing really that we got into our graveyard there. We see Judgment in the deck from Onessus as well. He really went heavy on the going first here. Here comes Hita. Oh, there is Ash Blossom in the graveyard, which we can use. Make Princess. That's a lot of attack points already. Princess bring back Kirin. How much is that? That's 8,100. No way for Onessus to stop this. Quick and easy, very decisive 2-0 victory for TT. 9-9-1-1, moving into top 4 like that. As per usual, we're going over to the other side of the bracket, trying to capture some different players, and we do see DGZO selecting to go second, meaning even though we're changing directions, we're still going to get a 10-pie player involved with a very impressive hand there. But Kylil brought something that has seen more popularity lately again in Challenger Cups. Kylil on the Melodious deck here with Herald of Greenlight and Herald of Orange Light. Orange Light more popular. Herald of Greenlight as well, though, definitely shows us that this is the pure version of the Melodious deck. Let's see how this goes. Perulia and Draw Phase, we can easily Ash, but they do not even care. We let Perulia resolve, not ashing it, not negating it whatsoever. Holy. Wait, what? That does not play? You gotta be kidding me. Does this hand not play? Soprano alone is not a starter, because that only recycles from the graveyard. But I thought Diviner surely must be a starter for this. But apparently it's not. That's tough. Okay, we pass over. Maxi is picked up. Normal Pydra, we negated with the Orange Light. Easy. It's gone from the field. There is now the Kaiman. We can Ash the Kaiman. Alrighty, alrighty. Maybe we get back into this match here for Kylil. Not too bad, not too bad. Drawing Couplé for turn. We go Diviner. Diviner dumps the Baja so we can add... Oh, so we can special summon out the Soprano. Interesting. Chaining Maxi though. Soprano back. Battle phase. 500 ain't much. And we're passing it right back over. And there's Chandra waiting in hand. Chandra waiting desperately. Normal summon Chandra. Battle phase. We know how this is going to go. Fadra brings back Pydra. Pydra sets the field spell. Goodbye Soprano. And goodbye game number 1. DGZO with a quick victory. 10 keeps on winning. Coming back now, though, into game number 2. Do they change decks? Do they do it better? Do we see a better Melodious hand? Kylil wants to go first again, and sure enough, he is going to play the same deck again, supporting it with some powerful trap cards, like, for example, that Solemn Judgment we see here. And DGZO sees no reason to switch away from his Tempai deck just yet. All right, let's see how this one unfolds, though. Ostinato, uninterrupted. Best starter the deck could offer, just fusion summoning from the deck. Baja brings out Soprano. Soprano adds back the Couplé. Couplé can now, because it is added to the hand, bring back the Refrain. Oh boy, we're popping off here. Searches Sonata. Activates Couplé. That can search as the Melodious Concerto. Concerto, fusion summoning into Schuberta. And now, I do believe Couplé can reactivate it into the Pendulum Zone. That's what it is. Fusion summoning on the field due to the effect of the Soprano. Yeah. Fusion summoning into Flowering Atoll here. Now Refrain, Concerto, everything activating. We get a free draw, and that's a really good draw of the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring there. Bloom Harmonious coming out, discarding a Max C. That's always a crazy sign. When they can discard Max C, that's insane, because you know their hand must be cracked if they can afford to give up on that card. But yeah, they changed Ghost Ogre on the Bloom Harmonist. Oh! I see why we do that. For a moment I was wondering, but Bloom Harmonist needs to special summon to the zones it is pointing to. Therefore, Ghost Ogre, making it leave the field, would also disable the effect from special summoning from the deck. We chain Flowering Atoll, we banish everything, but that doesn't do anything. I mean, okay, wait, it did do something. We did provide the protection of the Bloom Harmonist. It is now on the field instead of the graveyard, so I guess that was kind of... Yeah, that made sense. Darkhole, Flowering Atoll, and Schuberta are being chained. Meaning, though, that we are not going to use Solemn Judgment on this. Okay, Baja comes out. Baja summons Refrain. Refrain adds Couplay. Yo, now we can bring back Soprano. Soprano adds back the Sonata. Normal, Dora Dora, Judgment. And yeah, this is perfect. Judgment for a normal summon, even if they had Kaiman in hand, we still had Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. This game is nice for Kylo, and we have the equalizer Melodious in the hands of Kylo with the 1-1. And now I'm excited. Does Kylo just stick to it? Do we just see another game of them playing Melodious? Does GGZO go first? They do go first. Look at this. Oh, we do see that Kylo wants to stick to the strategy. Royal Rare Fuvalos here, by the way. Very noteworthy. But DGZO, as a man of all decks, grinder since the first season, has won plenty of Challenger Cups, and now brings a Labyrinth into this third and decisive final game. We start off with Lord. They negate Lord with Orange Light, discarding the Couplay for it. Set 2 cards and pass. Alrighty. Draw Refrain. Very powerful starter we pick up there. Refrain effect. Grabs Couplay. Battle phase. 1600. Couplay activated. Couplay searches Concerto. Interesting that we went into battle phase first. There comes D-Barrier for fusion monsters, and that's a pass turn. So far, though, they're lacking engine. DGZO desperately needs a Labyrinth card here. And they find Pot of Duality, which might equal a Labyrinth card. Kuklok, not the one we need. We grab Extravagance. We need another turn here. Sad D-Barrier, sad punishment. Very good reason to believe that they're just getting another turn. Oh, look at that. Kylo did believe that he is just going to be sent first again. DGZO played Tenpai in game 1, played it in game 2. So Kylo just assumed they are going to play it one more time, sending them first, but they did not. Still, Judgment now in this kind of a grind game might actually not be that bad. Link 2, Bloom Harmonist. Bloom Harmonist effect. Shane's Dogmatica Punishment, and we talked about it. When there is no more zones to be special summoning into, that means also that they are not going to resolve that effect. Setting the Judgment. Probably already anticipating to use Judgment on Extravagance. There's the Extravagance. You gotta do it, right? Yeah, you gotta do it. Paying 4,000. Extravagance gone. Draw phase. Can we draw a good card here? Another Judgment, man. Setting that one as well. DGZO. Who wins the top deck game? Is there Labyrinth cards in their deck? They just don't draw any of the Labyrinth trap cards here. First movement solo. Good pickup. Very good top deck from Kylo. Brings out the Refrain. Searches Sonata. Battle phase. We just keep on poking for small amounts. Judgment on the punishment here. Holy, Judgment on punishment is crazy. But that's what he is settling on here. Honestly, Judgment on that punishment is actually super insane. Okay, we're trying to fusion summon, but Ice Dragon's Prison is going to take them both away. So now it does become really interesting. DGZO on 2,900, Kylo on 2,000. Very little life points. There is another Fairy Engraved though, so that Ice Dragon's Prison is DGZO going to bring another turn at least. Oh, Lady now. Lady finally might be our way into Engine. Finally, we draw Eva. Normal Eva. Ice Dragon's Prison on that. We can Shane the Lady now, finally. Banish Eva and that. Turn this into defense position. D-Barrier. And finally, DGZO is into his engine. Can call Ritual with that D-Barrier because it wasn't needed to do anything else. Welcome Labyrinth. Chain Lady. We're off to the races. Just set another D-Barrier. Ariana. Big welcome Labyrinth. It can all be so easy. Lady Labyrinth, 4-game DGZO moves on into another final by bringing Labyrinth into this third game. And let's see who DGZO is meeting in this grand final here of the Challenger Cup. We see Pierre, very accomplished player from the TCG, but also making his footsteps into the Master Duel game. And Pierre goes first, playing the Fire Kick strategy, but he's heavily teched already in the main deck towards the Tenpai deck, as you can see, drawing the D-Barrier there. And we do see that DGZO even is running Delta in this deck. Holy, what a hand. You can barely tell what this is, but I would be pretty certain that this is just going to be Tenpai one more time. But let's see. Let's see. Normal Summon Snake Eye Ash gets met with Valor. Sure. Kirin can dodge that though. That's Ponix. And Ponix comes out, Sanctuary activated, but we can negate that with Delta now. That was what we were waiting for. Frost can search 1-for-1. We can add to hand in that case. Sunlight Wolf, 1-for-1, discards V. Flam. Wait, did they Ash already that turn? Why are we not Ashing? Holy, how did we not Ash the 1-for-1 there? I'm confused. Why would we not Ash a 1-for-1? That's crazy to me. I mean, to be fair, Flamberge is already giving them more monsters, so maybe it actually was correct. DGZO is really good at this game, so maybe it was correct. Okay, we add back Kuririn, we search Original, bring back 2 level 1 monsters, IP Masquerena, Poplar coming back, yup. Promethean Princess. Princess brings back Flamberge. We put that Delta into the Spell and Trap Zone here. Amlo Whale and pass. Is DGZO going to draw any engine? They do not. And therefore, they just scoop up immediately. Pierre goes up 1-0 here in this final game of this Challenger Cup. Or in this final match, rather, and he wins game number 1. So, uphill battle from here on out for DGZO, but it wouldn't be the first time that he has done it. So, let's see. DGZO decides to go second in this very important game. And we see Pierre. Holy! We see some high-class counter-picking here. You always got to realize, in those Challenger Cups, you have to assume what your opponent is going to bring in the next game. You have to preemptively adjust your deck already based on that knowledge, based on that information, based on that idea that you have what your opponent is going to bring. And I think DGZO just won the guessing game here big time, because DGZO decided to go second in this second game with his Tenpai deck, and very clearly Pierre expected to go second as well, and therefore got a little outplayed here, because he wanted to play against Labyrinth. He saw DGZO played Labyrinth in the top 4, so there's Denko Sekka, there's Red Reboot. There in general is a very strong going second deck with another Tenpai deck. Let's see. We go Dora effect that gets Veilered. Ayah, tough one. We can go Magnamut though, which gets mad with the Maxi. So we get a draw here. Magnamut effect does resolve. Seals. Perulia come in and we add Genroku in the end phase. Ooh, we chain that Perulia because that trades 1-for-1 with the Genroku. And actually we get that extra draw off of Maxi as well. Okay. Imperm on the Seals goes through. Sangan summoning. Pydra searches Kaiman. Oh boy. Grab Chandra. Discard Fuvalos. This might be a quick one. Quite a quick equalizer. Meteor Burst Dragon. Seals is negated. Special summon from deck. Brings out Fadra. Brings out Dora. Now Genroku, which we can Ash though. And Dora comes back. They can't activate any monster effects on the battle phase, so this looks very safe for DGZO. We're bringing back Chandra. Their monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, but I'm sure that we will find a way around that. Biden brings back Pydra. We do Synchro Summon into Transcendent. Transcendent now switches them into attack position, which does give us the chance to attack for damage here again. We bring back the Biden, and that's all we need. 1-1. We are lucky enough to get a third and final game here in this final match. Finals of a Challenger Cup, going into Game 3. It doesn't get any better than that. One more game to be played. Let's see who comes out on top. And we do see some classic stuff here again. We do see Pierre deciding... Actually, it's not even that classic. Pierre decides to go second, making a very good call because DGZO has brought his Tenpai deck once again. But Pierre himself is not playing Tenpai this time around. But he's playing Fire King again with some additional anti-cards against the Tenpai matchup. Let's see. So, DGZO, Dora, grabs Chandra effect. Boom, Seals. Seals pass. Some people say this is an FTK. I tend to agree with them, especially when you have Ash, Veiler, and Crow additionally to it. Draws another Devils to the Black Witch. Ulcanix effect. Veiler stops it. Black Witch discards Black Witch. We set Original. Original sends the Black Witch. Gets met with Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. And there's not many pushes left. Now we have to go Seals. Bounce the Ulcanix. Pydra comes out. Grabs us a Kaiman for next turn. Main phase 2. There comes the Viking Sanctuary. We destroy the OG Garunix. Search the new Garunix. the Sacred King. Bring back the old Garunix, both of them together into Zombie Vampire. Let's see what we can get here. Ponix was acquired, and for the opponent, we brought some Dora into the graveyard and some more hand traps. Ponix, oh, looks like they do not play Skyburn, so no Ponix effect. Let's bring back Crow here with the Dark Promethean Princess. Princess brings back the OG Ulcanix. We make Raging Phoenix. And we pass after setting the D-Barrier. We go DD Crow in the end phase on the Princess. And now we go for our Magnum Mood as well. Again, Roku comes out. Huge setup here for DGZO. And the interesting part here really is, you gotta realize that the Genroku right now is a tuner. So Pierre might honestly be forced to go for a preemptive Dimensional Barrier here. Otherwise, DGZO can just freely go into Baron de Fleur, which then would be able to deal with the D-Barrier. So let's see what they do. They do go for the preemptive D-Barrier, and I like it. So we have to go for a Link Root instead. DGZO makes Hita. Hita brings out Garunix. We go Kaiman. Kaiman grabs Fadra. Normal out that Fadra with the quickness. Chandra comes out. Typhon. Oh my. Is Typhon going to win a game for once? Typhon bouncing the Raging Phoenix. That's so many attack points. That's literally game, isn't it? Typhon sealed it. DGZO does turn it around one more time and wins another Challenger Cup here on this midweek Challenger Cup. That was another fun one. I loved seeing the Melodious deck because we haven't seen that much from it just yet, but maybe that is a new trend in the metagame right now that people are trying that deck out because it's decent against the Tenpai deck. And in the end, still Tenpai remaining so strong, taking down another Challenger Cup. I hope we're going to see some more diversity in the upcoming cups. But still, if you like the video, if you enjoy that type of Master Duel content, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and be here for the next video dropping soon this weekend. There is big Challenger Cups happening. I'm hosting one myself even, so definitely make sure to check those out. Until the next video, bye-bye.